Hello, my friends. It's Indiana Holmes here on a Wednesday. I got kind of a late start today because I had to take care of some stuff in the morning. And then I had a couple of crazy things happen. I got here to the parking lot, got a parking space, no problem whatsoever. Was preparing all my stuff and I did something I don't normally do. I put my keys in my side bag here, my little side sling backpack kind of a thing, and then went to tie my handkerchief on, as I always do, by looking into the window of my car, and I accidentally closed the door, locking my keys inside the car with me outside. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Now my car does have like buttons on the driver's side door where you can push certain buttons, like a key code to open the door. But of course I haven't used that in years, so I had to guess at the code. It took me quite a while, but I finally happened onto the code and was able to open the door and then get all my gear and my shirt and everything out of the truck. So that was that. Then I walked over to where you get the buses to get into Disneyland from their parking lot and discovered that they had just done like a security change and they had shut down the baggage check at the parking lot. So that meant that everybody now had to wait for buses to come and pick you up, and you had to wait until they opened up the security or more security at the front of the park. So there was a huge line. It was probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood, I'm guessing, of maybe 30 minutes to wait to get on the bus. The line was huge, like I've never seen it. So I ended up walking up to the park from the Toy Story parking lot. So it's been a little bit of a day of mishaps, all my fault for sure. But anyway, I'm here now, and that makes it all better. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this. Good afternoon, Troxer. How are you, my friend? No, it wasn't running. The car was off. I just had tucked my house keys and my car keys into my little side bag here, which I never do. But I don't know. I thought I was gonna do that so that I wouldn't have them in my pocket, which, you know, they're like digging into your thigh and stuff like that. So I don't know, it was kind of crazy, but it all worked out. And believe me, after I got the door open, I quickly got my phone out and I went into notes and I typed in the password for that car so that in case I ever need it again, as long as I have my phone, I'd be able to get that password. Check this out. They have snow on the castle now. That is something new that they usually only do as we get closer to Thanksgiving. But they have done it, as you can see. So that's something surprising. Let's see if I can figure out why the castle looks crooked. There we go. Hello, Ultra, what is that? Ultra Slap? Is that your name? Hi, Jammin' James. Hi, Christian Sanchez. Hi, Mickey Stein. Thank you guys for joining me. A little crazy start to the day here, and getting here very late, but hey, it is a beautiful day. It was hard to figure out how to dress today, because as you can see, there's a lot of clouds, and when I went out this morning, it was 62 degrees. By the time I left the house, it was like 66 degrees. It looks like it's still 66 degrees according to the thermometer on my watch here. But because I just walked from the Toy Story parking lot to the park, of course now I feel a little toasty warm. So yeah, so I ended up wearing jeans, which I never do. I'm wearing blue jeans, some Levi blue jeans, and a shirt. And then I brought a thin Nightmare Before Christmas long sleeve thin sweatshirt, which I had on. That's kind of what probably messed me up, is I put that on and then decided, oh, it's gonna be too warm, I think. So then I took it off, and that's when the whole key problem happened. Look, here we go. We've got Disneyland band. Let's go check it out. They're playing Nightmare Before Christmas too.
By the name of Jack Skellington. After we play that though, man, I'm gonna go off script here just for a second. Yeah, absolutely. After we play that, I was thinking about, I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. Absolutely, I did. It was during Halloween time. And it always centered around one character, actually, a Disney character. Darth Vader. I was horrified of Darth Vader when I was a kid. Well, let's focus on Steve, right? I mean, let's focus on Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Finn, Ray, R2-D2, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and speaking of Obi-Wan, rise and powerful and good, we're going to feature our trumpet section throughout this one. Mitch, try taking camera, taking you down, say bar, bar.
Star Wars otra vez.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Indiana Holmes here for you today. Got a late start, but I'm here now. Thank you for joining me. Hello to everyone. Let's see who's in the chat. I got nothing, Jam and James, Omar, Altamirano, Loza. I got nothing, Christian Sanchez. Who else?
That other big theater.
Some Ninja Watchers. We're being quiet right now. Disney Adult 1955. I like that year. Very cool, Mickey Stein. Kaju King Gojira. Welcome. Welcome, my friends. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Troxor was the first one here today. Awesome. All right, I got kind of a late start, but I'm here now, and I just walked up from the Toy Story parking lot, so it feels warmer than it is. It's 66 degrees here at Disneyland in Anaheim, California. It was very cold and raining on Tuesday. It started raining about probably 2 a.m. Tuesday and continued raining all day yesterday. There was a break of maybe 2 or 3 hours in the midday, and then it started pouring rain again, and just dumped a ton of rain on us. So I'm happy that the rain is over. We needed the rain, so I'm happy we got the rain, but I'm happy now we are back to sunshine and some beautiful clouds in the sky. And I'm excited that we're gonna have some summer-like weather again later in the week. I am going to be live streaming, I think. Am I live streaming on Friday? I don't know. I think I couldn't get a reservation for Friday. I will have to check. But I will be here on Sunday, but I won't be live streaming. Maybe but I might pop on to the old YouTube on these busier days. And this being the last time. But we're gonna talk a little bit about 3 months into the digging up trees, because there was a lot of dirt around. They had to move in Disneyland. He had already spent Walt and the construction, and Walt looked at this, freaked out, to say the least. The project was already up to $11 million, and Walt really needed money desperate. Christmas gifts to his employees. He was used to walking around before Christmas and handing out before. They were just too short of cash because of all the money they were pouring into the construction of Disneyland. And so he bought cases of bourbon. Cases of bourbon, yes. That was popular back then, okay? And they handed out bottles of bourbon to everybody that worked at the studio. This was not an uncommon practice in business. I remember my father, who was in business, he managed a company, and it was very common for us at Christmas time to get dozens and dozens of bottles of very premium liquor as gifts from various vendors and clients, and much of that would come home, and much of it would be dispersed to his other employees as well. But we always had massive quantities of hard, expensive liquor in the house, which was funny because nobody drank it. My dad was not a big drinker, nor was my mom. They would have a cocktail or a glass of wine when they were out with friends or business associates. But all this liquor kind of just sat in a liquor cabinet for decades. And it kept piling up. Every once in a while he would clear it out and give a bunch away to neighbors. But anyway, so this was not uncommon for businesses to give out expensive premium liquor to employees for gifts. But it was unusual for Walt, and it put more stress upon him. And so one of the major sponsors, if maybe we should say the major sponsor, yes, the major sponsor of Disneyland was ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation, which, as you know, we've spoken about this before, they put millions into Disney Disneyland, I should say, in exchange for Walt Disney producing and airing a Disney-themed show on ABC in 1954. And so that was a good source of income, but Walt was just burning through that cash. But nevertheless, he still had to produce the show. And interestingly enough, you know, we see Walt Disney, we see old footage of him from his TV show or old films on television, on YouTube, or here at the park. And he appears as such a confident, such a sweet man, such an entertainer. But when it came to doing the ABC show, which was titled Disneyland, Walt wanted to look around for a host to host the show, because he said in his own words that he wasn't really comfortable in front of a camera. As much as he said he could be a, he could be a genial, friendly guy who appeared at ease and very comfortable around a lot of people, telling stories, spinning yarns. He just felt like looking into the camera was like looking into a big dead glass eye. He got no feedback from it, so it made him uneasy. So they hunted around for months leading up to the show for a host, but in the end, I think it was really ABC that convinced him that it had to be Walt, that he was the face and the name of the Walt Disney Studios and would be of Disneyland as well. So he agreed to host the Disneyland show on ABC only until they found a more suitable professional host, somebody with experience at doing that. Of course, as we know, they never did, because Walt was so good at it, and I guess he got more comfortable as time went on, that he remained the host the entire time. Here we are at the Chippendale roller coaster, which is really fun, but they don't let you live stream on it anymore. However, if you want to see a live stream of a ride through from point of view from being in one of the front cars here, you can search my channel, and I do have, I think, a couple of videos that I did years ago riding from a POV, point of view, from the rider's point of view on this roller coaster. It's really fun, so check that out. So anyway, getting back to the Disneyland show, the irony about the Disneyland show is, A, he didn't want to be the host, but he became the best host, the host with the most, the face and the voice that everybody looked forward to seeing every week on his show. I believe that show was on Sunday night. I wasn't around at that time, right? I wasn't born, but I remember seeing it in reruns, and I believe the reruns were on Sunday nights. I only saw a few of the black and white ones in reruns. Mostly when I was growing up, it was The Wonderful World of Disney in color, so that was a different thing. And by the time 1966 rolled around, and I was just a little tiny child, he had passed away. So mostly I've always been watching reruns. So anyway, the Disneyland show was sort of like a giant commercial for Disneyland. Every week he would come on and he would show the progress of building the park. Actually not showing dirt and stuff like that, not showing all of the construction so much as showing artists' renderings, paintings, blueprints, props, the WED workers, Imagineers working in their workshops building things for the park, everything from the railroad to cars for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and every other thing imaginable. When the show finally premiered, the very first night, nobody knew how it was going to be. In fact, Walt didn't think it was going to be much of a success. but he was obligated to do it. But ABC had all the faith that it would, in fact, be successful. Now, at this time, ABC was the third network on television, meaning that it was in third place in terms of ratings. I believe NBC was number 1, CBS was number 2, and ABC was a distant, very distant number 3, with a fraction of the viewers that NBC and CBS had. But to everyone's amazement and shock, when the Disneyland show aired, the very first one, and the ratings came in the next day, it turned out that the Disneyland show, hosted by Walt Disney, had captured 52% of everyone in the country that was watching television that night. And NBC was far behind that, and CBS was even a further distance behind that. So it was a massive success for ABC. It really put them on the map. Prior to the Disneyland show hosted by Walt Disney, hardly anybody really watched ABC, and they didn't really have any compelling shows. They didn't have any must-watch TV shows. Disneyland, the TV show, changed all of that.
Was that a yawn?
Yeah, but another one.
Ah, Thick Lady Vibes, you're welcome. You know, I almost came yesterday, but I couldn't actually get a reservation. So it was like, I had used all my reservations, and I would have had to cancel like today so quickly. So yeah, that's a little bit of the story of what happened with the first Disney TV show on ABC. And the irony again is that every TV network, not stations, but looks like it's not open. It must have broke down, Matterhorn. Hence ABC, the TV network that hardly anybody was watching, that really wanted Walt and the Disneyland show. And it worked out so well for both of them, Disneyland. And it was largely because when Walt talked about Disneyland on the Disneyland TV show on ABC, you could see the love and the passion in his expression, in his voice. You could see that childlike joy of his dream being built, and that he would be able to share this with people. So it was pretty cool. The stream is choppy. Sorry about that, Stephen Tran. It does get that way sometimes. You gotta clean up the house, yep. I gotta do that myself. I keep cutting out, huh? Well, maybe because I'm right next to the Matterhorn. Let me go to another area where the cellular coverage is better. We'll see how it goes. Cellular towers here in Disneyland, and some areas are almost like dead spots or near dead spots, and some are dead spots. But the live stream is always recorded onto YouTube, and when I also have it recorded on YouTube, it's also recorded to my phone, and on my phone there later when I get home I can edit. Now, after Disney had success with the Disneyland show, he realized that television was, or had, a large potential, had a big potential for the Disney studio as well, not just Disney. He was looking around for a story that he could produce, and he loved history. He loved historical figures, but so many historical figures had been overdone, right? And some were ripe for telling the story of, and build a TV show around. And there were many, and Davy Crockett was a famous real person in American history. He was sort of a woodsman from Tennessee. He had fought against the Native American Indians and as the United States was pushing westward, had many battles with them, and had fought in many other things. He had been a bear trapper and a bear hunter and every kind of hunter, and had just had so many different adventures in real life that he, as a subject of the TV show, would have a lot of material from which to pull. He even ended up in Texas at the Alamo. That was the big battle between Texas and picked off and killed along the way. Davy Crockett lasted a romantic, rich, adventurous life, and that was just sort of the right thing that Walt was looking for. Look at the big line here for Star Tours. Hang on a second, guys. I think maybe we can help the live stream by turning off the Wi-Fi on this phone. Not see me for a moment here. That's interesting. I wonder where all of my... strange. Okay. Okay, we're back. I don't know if that'll help or not, but I mean, there's a lot of people at the park today, so this could be, we're gonna have a rough cellular day. So Walt signed off on the idea for a Davy Crockett show, looking at all different actors, and they were pitching different actors to Walt, and he didn't like any of them. And then they finally showed him a screening of some movie. I can't even remember the name of the movie. And they were pitching the star of this movie, whose name escapes me because he's not that important anymore in the whole history of things. But Walt picked out from this movie they were watching Fess Parker. And Fess Parker was sort of not very well known at the time, but he had the right look. He was handsome, he was tall, and he had great acting skills. But up to this point, he was sort of a minor actor. Anyway, they picked him out to be Davy Crockett, and they also picked out Buddy Ebsen, who you may recall from the Beverly Hillbillies. Well, this is way before the Beverly Hillbillies, and cast the two of them in the Davy Crockett TV show. Okay, we got to stop here and we got to look for our friends, the ducks. Oh, there's one over there. Let's take a look at this duck. I always like to look at the ducks. There he is. Well, where'd he go? Oh, there they are. Hold on, let me switch cameras. There's some ducks. So the Davy Crockett TV series premiered in 1954 and ran through 1955. And they were like 1-hour episodes written and produced by Disney. And they were they kind of grew out of the Disneyland series that Walt was hosting. And nobody knew what was going to happen with this, In fact, Walt thought, man, I don't know if, well, he didn't use the word man, but he said, I don't know if this is gonna work, you know, what's gonna happen here? I don't know if the public is gonna buy into this. But anyway, they did produce a weekly 1-hour series, and he would highlight some of the Davy Crockett characters on the Disneyland show. I think the very first one was, well, there was the 3, I think they originally developed, 3 1-hour shows. Davy Crockett, the Indian fighter, Davy Crockett Goes to Congress, and Davy Crockett at the Alamo, which, unlike a lot of the animated films that Walt had been making over the course of his career and had been based on fantasies or had been based on fairy tales, the Davy Crockett shows were actually built around real live events that Davy Crockett had actually experienced. And, you know, in Tennessee, at least at that time, I don't know about now, but in Tennessee at that time in the 50s, the people that lived in Tennessee, the citizens of Tennessee, still really believed in Davy Crockett. They still celebrated his life and his achievements because he was a Tennessean like them. He was also popular in Texas, but he wasn't all that well known outside of, you know, a few of these states. The Davy Crockett show brought him to life for everybody. And this tied into where we are right now. It tied into Frontierland. So when Walt was doing his Disneyland show in 1954, he was able to tie in Davy Crockett to Frontierland because he did have sort of a rule about Frontierland when they were developing it. He told his WED staff, I don't want any old, broken down, worn out, you know, overused villains or heroes to be the face of Frontierland. I want Frontierland to just represent the United States and its history. And this is sort of like what he said about all the lands of Disneyland. He said that each land, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, Fantasyland, Frontierland, these lands were all America in Walt Disney's mind and eyes. He didn't see them as something fantastical or something that was overly romantic about the history. It was just America to him, the America that he knew, and that's how he wanted each land presented. So, as you can see, Frontierland does not have anything like we have over in Tomorrowland, where we have Buzz Lightyear and Zurg and the whole Astro Blasters as sort of, I guess you'd call them ambassadors to Tomorrowland, although they're indoors. You don't see them outdoors. Because Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Pluto, those original characters, along with Donald, Minnie, Daisy, they had to be the characters that were the most important characters in the park. King of the Wild Frontier, very good, Troxer. Yep, there was that was from the song, from the theme song. That theme song was written just on the fly. They had produced the whole first episode and screened it for Walt, and he and I think some of the other studio heads looked at it and said, yeah, it just seems like it's kind of dull, like it just kind of falls flat, it needs something. And so they said it needs a theme song, and they picked up a writer who was there. And he wasn't even really a true writer. He wasn't even like a songwriter, but he was somebody that they just picked out of the studio that had some skills, and they said, we need you to write a theme song. And he was kind of freaked out about it, but he did. And he had a guitar, and he wrote this theme song, And Walt said, well, I don't know about your voice. He wasn't too happy with the voice, but he said, let's get a group of musicians together and try to produce this song so that it could possibly work for the show. And of course, that song, the theme song for Davy Crockett, became so popular. It sold like millions of copies of records, and I think just the record sales alone from that theme song, from the music from the TV show, brought in $3 million in revenue. Not all at once, but over the course of its popularity, it brought in $3 million, which is pretty amazing. And Walt needed that money too, because the park was still being built. Well, that's not all what happened, but the public fascination with Davy Crockett was something that nobody really expected, because it was sort of unknown, right? TV was still so new, and Walt was still on the fence about it, but he was trying it out. But it turned out that people were tuning in to the Davy Crockett TV show by the millions, and they were clamoring for everything, especially the children were clamoring for everything associated with Davy Crockett. They wanted the coonskin cap. They wanted a pistol and a long rifle and all these different things from the show. And so Walt decided that it was time that they started to make some merchandise for the show, and they did, and they made a fortune off of that. But Walt recognized how much money could be made from the Davy Crockett character and show, and so he had warned people around that anybody who produced any Davy Crockett merchandise was sure to have a lawsuit from Walt Disney and the Disney Company. However, that didn't quite work out the way he thought, because Davy Crockett was in the public domain. You couldn't trademark or copyright Davy Crockett, the character, only the show. So Walt had the idea of anything that was merchandise that they were selling, that they were producing and selling, would say Walt Disney's Davy Crockett. Nobody else could put that on their merchandise. So that made a ton of money for Walt again. So TV really had a lot to do with the success of Disneyland, because it brought in money. And of course, later on, it would play very well into all the things that were to come for Disney with regards to the television productions that they were making. Now, what's happened here is, it's very strange. The Matterhorn was shut down, and now it looks like they're not letting anybody into Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, that's shut down too. And the standby wait time clock is off, and they've got ropes up. This is very strange. I wonder if there's like an electrical problem or something in the park, or if things are just breaking down. I don't know. Strange, but anyway, we'll walk up this way. So Walt Disney parlayed both his own image and his dream of Disneyland on television into money, and also gambled on bringing a historical figure to television in the form of a mini-series. I think there was only 3 one-hour shows initially, but it made, from what I've read, from what I understand, it made Fess Parker, especially Fess Parker, but like Buddy Ebsen too, who was also in the show, and just about anybody that was in the show, it made them as popular as the Beatles would become 10 years later. Because this is 10 years before the Beatles, kind of showed up on the scene. And these guys in the show were not, singers. They weren't anybody that was gonna hold a concert. But the popularity of the show was such that it made them like rock stars before there really was such a thing. All right, let's see what's happening over here at the Haunted Mansion. Okay, this looks open. It says 55 minutes, so I think we'll just walk. Maybe we'll walk over to, because I don't want to stand for 55 minutes there. Maybe, oh, Leah, there's a pirate coming. He looks awesome. Straight ahead. Nice hat! You look great. Maybe we'll walk over to Smugglers Run, because I know I can always get on that pretty quick. Now, with regards to Disneyland and how it desperately needed more money than it had to be built, one of the key elements that they had planned on was selling leases to businesses that would rent out storefronts on Main Street, and therefore they would become de facto sponsors of Disneyland within the park on Main Street and in other areas. And those leasing fees would help pay for the park and bring income in. So Walt Disney had a gentleman by the name of Mr. Wood, who was sort of in charge of going out and drumming up sponsorships and financial deals, not financial deals, but like sponsorships in the form of leasing out buildings and venues within Disneyland, like the Carnation Ice Cream Cafe, right? The Coca-Cola refreshment stand, those kind of things that we see that still remain today. The Dole Whip stand over at the Tiki room. Well, the problem is the same problem that the bankers and everybody else had believed when Roy and Walt were pitching the idea of Disneyland to the banks to get loans to fund the construction of Disneyland. And whenever they would talk with Mr. Wood, and then he also hired Mr. Schumacher, who was an important manager. I don't know if manager is the right word, but he was, hold on, I'm gonna throw my gum out. Mr. Schumacher was an important executive who had something to do with the World's Fairs and promoting World's Fairs, which were a big thing back in the day, okay? And so Mr. Wood and Mr. Schumacher became the primary people in the Disney organization to go out and try to convince businesses, corporations, to come to Disneyland, lease out space, and become a sponsor showing their companies off here at Disneyland. Well, they went at it for months, out on the road, New York, Chicago, where all the big, businesses were, where all the big corporate headquarters were, asking for and getting meetings with various companies. But the answer was always the same. We don't think that another theme park is going to be good to place our company name in, because theme parks are dirty and they're home to a lot of nefarious type people who are not very honest, right? Like the circus barkers and all that kind of stuff. And so he ran into the same problem he ran in with the banks, is that these big corporations didn't want to have anything to do with Disneyland. So they were down to maybe the last company that was going to possibly even give them a meeting. And that was a food processing company. It was like they made all kinds of food snacks. Let's see, what was the name of that company? It started with an S. I forget now. Gosh, what was the name of that company? Let me see if I can look that up. Give me a second here. Wow, this is weird. Now, Rise the Resistance is down too. This is a weird day at Disneyland, guys. Every ride I've walked up to is shut down. What's happening? Let me look up and see what's happening at Disney. Let's see if there's any word here. Is there an electrical or other problem at Disneyland today? Now, there's no wide electrical problems here at Disneyland, but Pirates of the Caribbean's down, the Matterhorn's down, Rise of the Resistance is down. Let's go see if Smugglers Run is down too. So strange. Oh yeah, what was I was thinking about, what was the first company to sponsor Disneyland? Oh, I got it. The Swift Company. It was the Swift Company. The Swift Food Manufacturing Company. They made a lot of different kinds of food, and especially meat processing, you know, like lunch meats and stuff like that. So Schumacher and Wood got a meeting with the CEO of Swift, and they started to get some positive feeling from the CEO, and then Schumacher went a little too far and got a little too pushy with his sales pitch, essentially. And the CEO of Swift said, okay, I'm done with you guys, you can leave. And so their meeting was only about 20 minutes long. And he said, no thank you. And now Wood and Schumacher were desperate. They didn't want to go back. After being months on the road, meeting with all these different companies, they didn't want to go back to Walt and say, we've got nothing. We've got no sponsors. Nobody wants to rent land or rent office space or retail space inside of Disneyland on Main Street or anywhere else. And so oh, Small World's 20-minute rate. Okay, maybe we'll make our way back over there. Thank you for that, Troxer. Yeah, so anyway, they got basically kicked out of the CEO's office. He got a little annoyed with them, but they were just deathly afraid of not having anything to show for all of their meetings. So they stalled around in the first floor lobby trying to figure out what to do. And then finally Schumacher said to Wood, let's go back up and go talk to him. And he was like, what are you talking about? He just kicked us out. They're never gonna let us back in. They got on the elevator, they went back up to the floor where the CEO was. They sweet talked their way past the CEO's secretary, barely knocked on the door, and then pushed their way in. At which point the Swift CEO said, what are you guys doing here? I just told you to leave. And Schumacher said, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot my briefcase in your office. And sure enough, he pointed, and he had actually purposefully left his briefcase there so that in case things didn't go well, he could come back and have a reason to come back. Well, that made the Swift CEO laugh because he figured out this was a trick. And that kind of softened him up. And so he told them to sit down and let's talk some more. By the time they left that office that day, they had a deal with Swift, which was going to then lease out space and be the first tenant at Disneyland. And that's all it took. Once other corporations, other businesses found out that the Swift Corporation, which was a huge corporation, had rented space at Disneyland for a retail space and kind of showcase, all the other companies started to follow. And then that problem was solved. All right, here we go, Smugglers Run. Smugglers Run never lets me down.
Your attention, please. I am Hondo Onaka. Welcome to a completely legitimate shipping company, Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. You will be my newest flight crew, smuggling the pipe die never existed. The exciting cargo out the galaxy. Now,
All right, I'm hopeful that we're open because they didn't stop me from coming in, and other people were going in the regular standby entrance. I'm gonna join blue. Okay, I guess I'm with you guys. They just told me. Hi, how you guys doing? Flight crew blue. All right, how you doing? We made it. How are you, ladies?
Good, how are you? How are you?
Excellent, no complaints. Just live streaming a little bit here on YouTube.
Oh,
You want to say hi?
we're celebrating birthday. Hi,
Happy
YouTube.
birthday! What's your
Happy
name?
birthday. Kelly.
Kelly, happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
to
Nick.
Kelly. Happy birthday to Kelly. Happy birthday to
to
Kelly.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to her. Such a great day to have your birthday.
Yeah. It's been real nice today on this Wednesday.
So are you a Libra then?
Yeah.
Same as my wife. She celebrated her birthday last Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah, here at the park. Yeah.
Oh, that's Did she get her birthday pin?
She actually made a really cool one herself that had her age on it and the castle and Mickey and all that. So she did her own, and then we all wore those pins.
Oh, that looks good. The orange handkerchief matching your phone?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can tell the
Yes,
foreign is
I
orange.
can see it.
Heidi. Thank you for your help, Troxer. Appreciate that. Also secured the Atchison Topeka Santa Fe Railway to sponsor the Disneyland Railroad here, and they had the Santa Fe. It would say Disneyland and Santa Fe Railroads printed on the Coca-Cola company and the Helms Bakery. Helms Bakery doesn't exist anymore, but that was a super popular bakery back in the 1950s and 60s and through the early 70s, where they would come to your neighborhood and
Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños.
all right, we're gonna be a short crew here. Okay, ladies, let's just get to coaxium. That's the hardest thing to do.
Well, they got their license in Mustafar, so we'll see how this goes.
All right.
engineers. Automatic repair engaged.
Yeah.
Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly up. And push forward to fly down. Weapons are online. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right, pilot. Make the jump to light speed. To us, take evasive action. Ah, there it is. Pilot brakes. Well, my friends, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I grab the coaxium.
All right, let's get it.
You see, just as I promised, my friend. Now that the resistance has what they need, maybe a little something for Hondo. Pilots, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car.
Yeah,
Gunners,
get it.
fire the harpoon. Gunners, shoot the train. That cargo is breaking free. Keep shooting. after the train.
Come on, Kelly, we got this.
Gunship. Oh, that's ridiculous. It's coming down. Hit the boosters. We made it. I don't believe it, but we made it.
Who's ready to go to the canteen?
Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remotely. You retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon.
How long do you guys do?
Well, not bad.
I got pirate. I got pirate.
Time for you to go. And don't worry, the payment is on the way. Trust me.
Last mission, I literally got 13 TIE fighters. This one I only got 7. I only got 7 this time.
How many coaxium do we get? We got at least 2, right?
That means immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing has seen better days.
I thought we
Better
were gonna
fix all
get a
that
third
before the
one,
Wookiee
but
sees it.
2 is great. It's hard to get 2.
I want to get a pirate rank so bad.
I know, right?
That was so fun.
You guys were great.
It's almost like I was the best this time.
Yes, it is. Have you guys been at the park all day?
Yes. Yep. Since we did we came a little bit after the rope drop.
Oh, awesome. So you probably got in like 6-7 rides by now.
Yes.
Awesome. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
You better check your app. I just walked by Matterhorn. It was shut down. Pirates was shut down, and Rise of Resistance was shut down. So check your app to see if they come back up.
Oh, you're so right. Oh. My goodness. I just hope I'm weak. Yeah, right. It's still Holmes. The semi, you're right. It shuts down.
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance and Indiana Jones shut down the most. Like every day. I got evacuated off of Tiana's Bayou Adventure just recently. Like right before you go up the big, drop, we all got stuck there and they had to take us off. Backstage.
I got taken to the back room of Space Now and we got to see the workers sink.
Really?
And it says to not live for the train.
Oh yeah, well that would make sense.
It was really funny when it's like written like home worker.
Oh, somebody wrote it themselves.
It's like
That's funny. Well, you ladies have a fun day.
Yes, have a great day.
And happy birthday again. Oh, that was fun. Ooh, I see Chewbacca. I bet the cast members that play Chewbacca are happy when it gets cold because that has got to be the warmest costume that there is. There's Chewie. He's just standing there for people to take pictures of him. Chewie! Aw, so sweet. Yeah, trucks, or maybe they forgot to pay their power bill. I just saw that. That's funny. Chewie just gets to hang out and gets to pose in his beautiful fur. Back here we've got Rey Skywalker. little girl is saying, Chewbacca, I love you. That's so cute. All right, well, we got one ride in. Getting here this late. The lines were pretty big on the rides that we did see open, like the Haunted Mansion. So anyway, that was a little bit of the, little bit more of the story of the creation of Disneyland. I think the Plaza Inn was originally not called the Plaza Inn. I think it was called like the Red Wagon Inn, and I think that was the restaurant venue that the Swift Food Corporation leased when the park first opened, and it represented their company.
Excellent. Go on. No need to worry. Unless you know some. Sorry, no.
No.
Hold, please. Let's see some identification.
Oh yeah, here he goes. Identification.
And you want us to believe that's you?
Yes, that's sweet.
A likely story, but not likely enough.
Okay.
Don't step out of line,
Yes, sir.
traveler.
I won't.
You enjoy your day now.
Alright, thank
Well, don't let us keep you.
you. Okay. Thank you.
Routine patrol. No need to worry, citizens. Unless you knew something about the resistance. That's affirmative. Easy does it, citizen.
It's always fun to catch the stormtroopers out and about.
Probably.
Now we'll head back over here into Fantasyland. Kind of walk through that quickly. How is everyone doing today? Hope you had a good day today so far. Ah, there's a million little gnats I just walked through. Well, maybe not a million. There was about 100 of them. Let me check my other phone and see when I'm next scheduled. I think Friday was blocked out, but maybe not. Let's see. Let's go Disneyland app and okay. Today, maybe I'll be able to do it. When Disney's, he said Fantasyland, know the reference, the laughing place. The laughing place comes from, the laughing place is an important element of the Brer Rabbit story. And he said that Fantasyland, although still designed to make people smile and laugh, and I thought that was the Song of the South, and played a clip of the music from Song of the South to emphasize that point. Oh yeah. The history and still in the conversation about Disney and Disneyland until it was Splash Mountain, which was based on the characters from Song of the South, and then they replaced it with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Pretzels, those garlic cheese pretzels. I'm always wanting to eat one of those, but the planet, but they don't have, hopefully they haven't run out, because these are super yummy. This is at the Edelweiss restaurant. Well, I don't know if you can call it a restaurant, but food stand. Fantasyland garlic cheesy brat. I don't want the brat, I want the pretzel. Yeah, cheesy garlic pretzel bread. That's what I want. Oh, check out all of the ducks. They're all hanging out over here by what used to be the motorboat launch ramp and the dock, and now it's a seating area. I think all the ducks are hanging out there hoping to get some food from the humans. Thank you for that. Thank you for typing in to the chat, Omar, about the beginning of our next book in story time on my other channel. Hello, Kaju King. Good to see you, my friend.
They did? You gotta be kidding me. Mama already got it. They already got the pretzels and we're standing in line. Yeah.
If you guys are not doing anything at 6 p.m. tonight on my other channel, the other channel being Storytime with Indiana Holmes, we are beginning a new book tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to read for about 45 minutes because the first chapter is only 45 minutes long. And the book is The Three Musketeers. There are several Three Musketeers books. And we're going to begin reading that first chapter tonight. Should be about 45 minutes long. So please join us over on the other channel at 6 p.m. if you're into that sort of thing. All right, we are waiting for the Edelweiss Snacks. We're in the Edelweiss Snacks line here. They've got a giant turkey. Here, you got to see this. This is pretty cool. Look at the signage. It's a giant turkey. And then there is what looks like another turkey or a rooster holding the turkey sign. It's kind of pretty, actually. And there goes the monorail again. I love hearing the monorail sound. It has that big rig kind of truck horn. Well, it looks like Matterhorn is open again now. Looking across the way here, I can see the Matterhorn lines are filled again. They were empty when we first walked by. Waiting for a pretzel. like a cheesy garlic pretzel bread and a regular size Coke. If you have Coke Zero, I'll take the Coke Zero. Cool.
Oh yeah.
This is pretzel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are there straws?
Yeah.
Oh, super, thank you. Napkins.
Oh, cheesy garlic crust bread.
Oh. Where'd you say the napkins are?
They're gonna be behind the building.
Oh, behind the building. Thank you. Excuse me. Hi, how's it going?
You're a streamer, huh?
Yeah, I am. How you guys?
Stream on TikTok?
No, YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You want to say hi? It's Indiana Holmes.
Okay.
No worries. No worries. You're doing great. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a good afternoon.
You as well. Bye, everybody.
Let's see if there's any place to sit down here. I don't see anything. So I might have to go somewhere else. Find a table. Yeah, we'll have to go up a ways to find a table. Excuse me. See here. Maybe sit down here or up there. I don't know. Oh, I see. There are spots to sit there. Hi, how are you? So they call this a pretzel, but check it out. It's just like a big giant bun filled with cheesy garlic cheesy stuff. Looks like that. Just stop for a little snack, having this. Once I eat this, then we'll do a little bit more walking, see if we can get on a ride. I'm looking at Small World now, and it looks a lot longer than 20 minutes. I think a lot of people figured out that this ride was open. Hello, Haunted Minnie. Welcome. Hello, you-hoo. I'm 21, I think it says, or Tutti. I'm Tutti. I'm Tutti. Funny, the walkways are not as crowded as they were the last couple of days I was here, the last couple times, but yet the rides seem very busy. Maybe because so many of the rides went down all at once, but I guess hopefully they're coming back up. I gotta say, this weird looking pretzel filled with cheese and garlic is super yummy. Tastes really buttery too. Around $7.99 or $8.99. They have 3 different kinds. They're super yummy and they really fill you up. So in terms of value, that's a super good value. The other thing that I think is a really good value that tastes super yummy, I mean, it may sound kind of ordinary, but it's very good, is the chili cheese dog over at the Coca-Cola refreshment station on Main Street. And then over in California Adventure, I think a good value over there are award-winning wieners. They have all kinds of good hot dogs and a variety of different dresses. But they also have seasonal offerings over there. I think those are both really good values. And then I feel like the turkey leg, I guess the turkey leg's a good value. I've never eaten the turkey leg myself. Well, maybe once a long time ago. Probably 20 years ago. So I think we'll try to go on Small World as soon as I finish this pretzel, because the line is not too big over there. Starting to look busier over here between Toontown and Fantasyland.
Don't sit there, don't sit there, don't sit there.
Thank you. Yucky stuff. I just gotta find a trash can here before I go over to Small World. I think the cavalcade is coming up the walkway here. Maybe we'll wait for the cavalcade. We'll have to see. Let me check my phone and see what time the cavalcade's coming, because I think it's going to come right up the street here. And if it does, I'd like to wait for that. Yeah, you know, when you think about value in food at Disneyland, I think you kind of have to go more on taste versus quantity or price.
Yep. Jumbo first and then chicken. Well done.
And I would say the taste on that pretzel is super good. All right, let's see. Let's get the Disney app open here. So if the cavalcade is coming up this way, this is a great spot. Let's see. Wait times and show times. Now it says Small World is temporarily closed. Oh my gosh. What is happening every time I try to go on a ride? I see people over there though. Cavalcade. Now it says next show currently unavailable. No additional show times. Show times 1:32:45. Okay, so I guess there's no cavalcade either. Wow, this is weird. This is a weird day. Yeah, anything with meat on it, depending on the meat, you know, it's you know, Disney food in general right now because it is shut down. All right, let's try. Let me see. How about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad? Let me look at that. Did I just see that was closed as well? What's happening here today? Yep, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad is closed. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Okay, I guess we're just gonna walk and talk a little while we are trying to figure out where we can go to ride something. Hello, Krista. What are you saying there? There's a cavalcade coming, even though it said there wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna go back to where I was then. Go over here in the shade.
That's it.
Yep, the cavalcade is on its way. It's almost here, just around the corner. great. That was fun. Yeah, Krista, something's definitely going on here today. 3-4 rides down at a time. Well, I guess it said it was at 2:45, so maybe that was correct. It said 2:45, but it probably just took it a while, you know, a few minutes to get up here, so. But it was weird because instead of continuing to say button, or, you know, if you clicked on that, then it would show you that there were, in fact, some cavalcade coming. I love it. The line is like for Alice in Wonderland. Okay, well, we'll just keep on walking. This line is huge. There's a skull cap here is looking pretty. No, don't tell me, Mr. Strange wait line there. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. A baby bat is hanging from your porch? That is crazy. Definitely spooky season. Sort of hanging or nesting from below bridges, and sometimes around sunset or just after sunset and twilight, you'll see them flying out from underneath the bridges. Not as common here in Southern California as other places, but we do see them sometimes.
Well, some.
Hi, how are you? Good.
That's the weird thing. Is like every day a little bit.
I love the slate roof they have up here. I don't know if that's real slate or if it's some kind of a concrete composite, but it looks like real slate.
But it's always.
I know Disney was about authenticity and craftsmanship, so it might be the real deal.
That's $5,000.
You're kidding, bud.
Now it says Mickey's house and meet Mickey at Peter Pan is closed. Wow, so many. I've never seen this many closures. Pirates of the Caribbean still closed. Yet Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin is running. I think Krista's right. There's some kind of computer issue. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is still closed. It's been closed a while now. But Tiana's Bayou Adventure is open.
What channel?
Well, probably the oldest ride in the park, and that's running perfectly well. So there's something to be said for classic old school ride technology. Jungle Cruise is still open, so see, that's a older technology, right? It's just a motorboat. Small World still closed. Indiana Jones is open. That's amazing, because that one always breaks down. That's 55 minutes. Did I change my handle? I don't know. What does it say? It should still say Indiana Homes. Hey Disney adult, clue me into what you mean by that. I'm looking at my channel here. It says Indiana Holmes. Yeah, Indiana Holmes, or at Indiana Holmes 9046, which has always been the case. Or are you referring to my second channel? Oh, that's weird. Your handles are showing instead of your names. I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't change anything, but I can go back in there and look when I get home. Maybe that's something YouTube has done. You're right. I just noticed that everything says at. Interesting. That is true. That is so weird. No, I didn't change anything. In fact, today's live stream, I was running so late, I made it very quickly. But I'll tell you, there was one thing I did notice that was weird. When I set up my YouTube live stream today on Prism, which is the software I use for streaming, and I loaded my thumbnail on that app, as I always do, and set the time and the date and the name and all that stuff. I was at home still, and I thought, oh, I need to go over there and turn on the monetization on my, because you can't do it from inside the Prism app. You have to do it from inside YouTube on a desktop. So I went over to my computer in my little office, YouTube office, and I went onto my desktop into the YouTube app, and when I looked at my live stream that I had just set up on my phone like a few minutes before, it was all screwed up. The thumbnail wasn't there, and the time wasn't right. And so then I fixed all that, and then I went back to my Prism app, and then it was all changed there again, and I had to reset up. So there was something maybe going on with YouTube today. Or maybe there is just some weird computer like attack or something going on everything today, because obviously we have a lot of Disney rides down today, and maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe there's some YouTube, some computer virus thing or something going on. I don't know what, but yeah, strange things. Death and Bees, hello. Subscribers' handles are showing up on YouTube in the chat. Okay, I just looked it up, you guys. According to the Google AI, it says subscribers' handles are showing up on YouTube because of the introduction of a new system for uniquely identifying channels. This system replaces similar channel names and aims to prevent impersonation and spam by giving every channel a unique handle, which is now appearing on YouTube surfaces, including comments, search, and shorts feeds. So there you go. Ah, welcome, Death and Bees Z. All right, this line is moving along pretty good. You can always count on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Pinocchio, and Sleeping Beauty to always be running. They seldom break down, and yet these are probably the oldest rides in the park.
And do try to drive more carefully than Bienvenido al Frontierland. Para su seguridad, por favor permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo.
Krista, you're so welcome. It's my pleasure. I mean, you know, I'm just such a Disney nerd. I'm a real nerd. I'm one of those geeky, nerdy Disney types who just loves everything about Disney and gets a little choked up sometimes when talking about Disney and Walt and Disneyland and the studio, because I just love it so much. I mean, I just wish that everybody could have a little bit of this Disney magic in their hometown, on their main streets and their downtown area, you know, because especially like Main Street USA was designed to look like, you know, turn of the century hometowns in America. And so that is kind of proof that that kind of environment existed at one time. And I just wish that it could be the same for everybody. Visit and experience Disneyland, Disney World, Magic Kingdom as often as we can. And I'm really happy that I can share my experiences and my visits to the park with you guys. I mean, Lizzie and I have been coming to Disneyland, her silver passes that gave us free entry to all Disney parks around the world, keys. And, you know, originally a few years ago, maybe 3 years, all my hard drives, and I thought there should be some place I can share them. And I really didn't even start live narrated history videos, of which I plan to make many more as we come into the rainy season. I think. Yes, that's true. There's nothing like Disneyland. Lizzie and I were fortunate enough when she was still working for Disney to get to go to the Disney or Disneyland Paris. And I got to say, I was very impressed with that. And that was a long time ago. A long time ago. And I think it's only gotten better since then from what I've heard. The thing that really impressed me about Disneyland Paris was the parades. The parades at Disneyland Paris were like next level. I don't know if they still are, but back when we went there, they were like next level fantastic. And their Haunted Mansion, which they called something else. I don't believe it was called Haunted Mansion. It was, I think, somebody's name or something. It was spectacular. And their castle is huge.
Have a good one, guys. Right now you're about like...
Yes, me too. That's like one thing, you know, I would really love to do. I'd love to go to Disneyland Japan because I see so many people here in the park wearing Disneyland Japan's merchandise, and I love all those like Tigger heads and all those kind of things, Winnie the Pooh heads. I like your colors there, bud.
Thank you.
What's the significance of this?
It's from an anime called One Piece.
Oh, okay, very cool. Very cool. Nice. And your hat?
It's a Japanese music artist.
Ah, Japanese music artist. Awesome. Have you been to Tokyo Disneyland?
I have.
Oh, you're so lucky. We're just talking about that.
I got to go with my dad a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
amazing. That's on our list. Yeah, those people I was just talking to have been to Tokyo Disneyland. They said it's amazing, that we love it. The other thing I love about Disneyland and Disney parks in general is that most of the people here, the majority of the people here at the parks share the same love for Disneyland and Disney media as I do, and as you guys do, or you wouldn't be here. So it's nice to be around people that have the same interests and the same affection for this company and this park, and California Adventure, and all the other Disney parks.
Su vehículo está por llegar. Para disfrutar de un paseo seguro, por favor permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo.
Ah, Krista, thank you for that encouragement. I gotta get a passport first. I haven't had a passport in a couple of decades, and it expired, and it's a big hassle to get a new one because mine expired.
Welcome to
I gotta get my birth certificate,
Ensure a safe and
all kinds of
glorious
stuff,
ride
the picture taken, all that.
Remain firm.
That's my project.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. Watch your children.
That's
and
my
do try
project,
to drive more carefully than
maybe
told.
in the next week or two, is to get my passport, papers in order so I can get a new passport.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y por favor, cuide a los pequeños. Esperamos que disfrute del paseo.
Very cute. I love all of the frogs, all of the toads, the weasels, and all the characters up here in the ceiling. All these characters are from The Wind in the Willows, which is what Mr. Toad's character comes from. It comes from the book The Wind in the Willows.
Su vehículo está por llegar. Para disfrutar de un paseo seguro, por favor permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y por favor, cuide a los pequeños. Chao.
All right, I'm gonna be on McBadger. I'm gonna be on the McBadger car.
Ensure a safe and glorious drive.
Or maybe not. I guess I'm gonna be on Mr. Toad's car. I'm gonna be on Mr. Toad's car.
Watch your children and do try to drive more carefully than told. Bienvenido a todos.
This is an attractive car I'm in. Naughty Mr. Toad likes to drive like a crazy man.
Stop! What's the big idea?
Not the dynamite. Now the bad stuff. Oh no. Evil weasels. Woohoo! All right. only got 2 rides in. Oh, I never noticed this Mr. Frog, Mr. Toad over here. It's like a little Mr. Toad lamp. That's super cute. Thank you. I actually love frogs and toads. I'd love to have that little Mr. Toad lamp at my house. I'm gonna have to go look for one on eBay or someplace. Oh my gosh, look at Peter Pan. It's completely empty. I have never seen an empty Peter Pan queue. Of course, it's because Peter Pan very, very busy.
I see Emma. Okay, good.
This, for those of you that don't know, this is the front side of the castle. Everybody thinks the other side that we normally see as the front side, that's actually the back side, the side that faces away from the town. We're in the town in Fantasyland, so this is actually the front side of the castle.
Yes, but no.
Hang on here a second, I gotta adjust my watch, it keeps falling off. Okay, that's better. I know, the new castle. It's really sort of a tower they're gonna have, Casey Jr.'s train track. It's actually gonna be in Storybook Land. Not Storybook Land, well, it's Storybook Land, but it's in the Storybook Land canals. There's gonna be, looks to me from the artist renderings, maybe about a 4 to 5 foot tower for Rapunzel from the movie Tangled. And so there'll be that, and then there'll be wanted posters for Flynn Rider. There'll be Flynn Rider and wanted posters. I love your sweatshirt, so cute.
Thank you.
I know, right? It does look odd. But I guess that's what YouTube is doing now. YouTube keeps making these various changes that are supposed to be better for us. So hopefully they are. Notice the snow caps are already on the castle, which is perfect for the fact that we had so much rain. I don't know if it brought any snow to the mountains. I haven't even looked up at the mountains today. Can't see them from here, but on the freeway you can usually see them. All right, let's walk over this way again. I should just check the app first before I go too far. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love all these flowers. The Disney landscapers and gardeners are the best. Okay, let's see what is open and what is broken. Ooh, Haunted Mansion, 75 minutes. That is too long.
Mary Poppins theme.
Pirates of the Caribbean still closed. Maybe we should walk around. Maybe we should walk around Tom Sawyer's Island. Ooh, I know what we could do. We could go see if we can get into the Tiki room.
Well, don't walk too fast. I know you're going
one I hated to shoot.
Get on the right person, then you throw it.
A lot more people down here around the hub where all the different lands come out from the spokes, the imaginary spokes of the wheel. Oh, the cute duckies. We're back at cute duckies. I can't get enough of wildlife. Ooh, Jungle Cruise, 20 minutes. I'm down for that. Let's do Jungle Cruise. And cross over between Frontierland and Adventureland. Thanks for that suggestion. I always love Jungle Cruise. Oh, there's nobody here at the tables for the pen traders. I wonder if the pen traders are limited to certain hours or what the deal is, because there was a lot of pen traders there earlier. All right, here we go, heading towards Jungle Cruise.
I wish that Thunder Mountain was open.
Just trapped inside the middle of a little bit of a crowd. See if I can work my way over to Jungle Cruise. Woohoo! All right, Jungle Cruise. I love getting all the different skippers for Jungle Cruise and hearing all of their different personalities as a teenager. I think that would have been the most fun thing to do as your first job or one of your jobs as a teenager. Excuse me. The weather is great right now. A lot of times in the summer, going up and down these stairs and standing around all this water here at the Nile River in Jungle Cruise can be oppressively hot and kind of steamy, almost like a little bit humid. But now with the weather cooler, it's fantastic. It's happy holidays for sure. And a lot of the Christmas merch is starting to come in. Probably I'll walk down Main Street in a little while and go on a little merch search again and see what other new holiday Christmas merch has come in, because they already started having some in last week. But I know there's more to come. Hi, Main Street Paul. Yeah, we could try a new Tiki room after this. Maybe we can do Winnie the Pooh. We'll see how it goes. I'll have to, when we're done with this ride, I'll have to check the app and see what the wait times are like for everything and what's open. For all I know, more stuff's gonna break down. I hope it doesn't, but it's getting crazy.
This is Skipper Missy at the Global Broadcasting Service, bringing operating from Adventureland to Mystic Point since 1928. We take a pause from our music for some breaking news. A flood watch has been posted for the region surrounding the Mohawk River. Elephants have packed their trunks and are expected to be sighted in the area. The Aves Raras are welcoming one and all to tomorrow's Shakespeare in the Jungle performance. They say it will be the world's first musical production of Hamlet, as told by lions. That can't be right. Contact Skip a Day for tickets. In traffic news,
The Jungle Cruise here and at all the other Disney parks is supposed to be set in the 1930s, and it's supposed to be all these buildings and all these little offices in the buildings in the queue here are supposed to be the sort of adventure headquarters of British explorers. So this is one of the original rides and was one of the original ideas Walt Disney had for Disneyland. This whole 1930s jungle aesthetic. So Jungle Cruise was in fact open on opening day on July 17th, 1955. And then for those of you guys that remember, just a few years back, actually during the pandemic, the Jungle Cruise movie, the Walt Disney Company, that is one of the rare times so both Jungle Cruise and Haunted Mansion. Right, Troxer? Yeah, they raised the prices a lot. My Magic Key, which is the Inspire Key, has gone up $150. Thankfully, I got one more year in at the previous price. Some of the inspiration for the Jungle Cruise came from the True Life Adventures film series, as well as the 1950s. They even reference the African Queen frequently as inspiration that he drew from. And then Bill Evans, we talked about him the other day, the designers for the Hollywood elite, the wealthy Hollywood actors for Disneyland. And so Bill Evans, of the two brothers, was the one that was in terms of the plants and the trees, and so he had to do a lot of research as to what plants could actually survive in California's sort of dry conditions. Green color, but originally when the ride has the water color along the Nile River, and in the jungle there is more of a brown color because of all of the dirt settler that we're used to seeing now. I don't know, Troxer. Me to know too, if it's laggy because of being here in the park. Thank you.
Go ahead and lower your head. Lower those expectations while you're at it, folks. Do you have any first timers aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise? Anyone's first time? It's your first time? Okay, perfect, perfect. It's my first time too. Yeah,
What do we have here?
Alrighty, she told us to go hit something, so let's do that. Everyone, wave goodbye to that dock. Wave goodbye to the beautiful people on the dock. And you guys can wave goodbye to the ugly ones. They have feelings too. Well, a little bit of safety while driving the boat backwards. Please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms in. I'm going to raise my hand, and together we're going to wave goodbye to it because you're never going to see it again. Now, over there to your right, that is Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Never Working Ride.
One's in the right, it's never working.
Side, it is our first sign of wildlife. It's a 500-pound Indo-Chinese tiger. They're one of the deadliest animals here in the jungle. Now the good thing is, while that tiger could leap up to 40 feet, we're only about 15 feet away, so it's gonna go right over your head. Just like most of my jokes. Oh, and you know what that is over there? That is concrete evidence that we're going to be seeing elephants on this cruise. And speaking of concrete evidence, we're now approaching the sacred Indian elephant bathing pool. It's where Indian elephants like to bathe here. For last night though, that was pretty weird. Now we guys see this kind of take pictures of these. Oh, hey little sport, you know I've been looking for his brother. Oh, hey. What are you guys looking at? Oh, hey sport buddy, get down. I said down. That's right, stay down. Oh, no, everyone duck, duck, duck. I'm just playing with you guys. Up ahead, we have a base camp. Up ahead, we had a base camp. Let's go see what's left over. Well, what's the necker roll over there? Stole all my bananas. I hope he found a very appealing. Now, I just finished paying off my car. I'm going to go here to the campsite so I can show you guys. Look what they did. That'll never get turned over. You know what, though? It's a good thing I have AAA. Now, folks, if you take a look off to your left, it's a little hard to see, but just between the bamboo over there, you're going to see absolutely nothing. Now, you guys are staring at the most beautiful sight ever. Me. And behind me, that's Schweitzer Falls. It's named after the famous Albert Falls. And don't worry, we're going to go over it a little later. Now we just made a right-hand turn onto the Nile River. That's right, folks, the Nile River. Or as the locals around here like to call it, the Nile River. It goes on for Niles. And Niles. And Niles. Over there to your left, that is an African bull. Known for their large ears, strong tusks, and amazing memory. I wish I had the memory of an African bull elephant. Oh, hey. Check that out. That is an African bull elephant. Known for their large ears, strong tusks, and amazing memory. Oh man, I wish I had the memory of an African bull elephant. Anyways, we're now approaching the African belt with some amazing African animals. Those ones over there with the stripes, those are zebras. Although I consider them pretty old, they're still stuck in black and white. Those ones over there with the horns, I've never seen those ones before. They must be new. And those tall things in the back, I call those trees. Oh, look at that. The zebra's dead. Tired, dead tired. This happened last week. I told them never to get broken hearted in the rhino. They always get their point across. You know what though? It could have been a lot worse. They could have been the zebra. And that's the truth. Oh no, you know what though? I think it did just get much worse for us. I think I made a little mistake. We're now turning into the hippo pool. Yeah, these hippos are very aggressive. They do have a tendency of trying to charge my boats, but don't worry. They only take cash. So we should be okay. Okay, I can tell you don't like that joke. Well, I didn't bring them any cash today, but I did bring some lead. Don't worry, I got the ones in the tree. You see, they're afraid of commitments. Yeah, it works. But I said that's absolutely impossible. There's just no way that a monkey can learn how to drive them. Oh, man. You know what? Short on time. It's a whole other tale. Now I did hear they're having a sale on that boat. It's half off. Now folks, if you take a look off to your left, well, it looks like those two lovebirds just could not resist giving each other butterflies. Yeah, nothing really seems to bug them if you ask me. Well, if you folks have those cameras, get them ready because this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Prepare yourselves to experience the amazing, the stupendous, the eighth wonder of the world. Give it up for the backside of water! Or as we skippers like to call it, O2H. I'm sorry, I like to dabble in my chemistry periodically. Now, I do have one joke about oxygen and potassium, but it's just okay. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, we do have the ninth wonder of the world. It's my foot. Now, folks, you know, as they always say, no ride is ever complete without a stop at the gift shop. And it looks like Trader Sam's has a little bit of monkey business going on over there. And up there on the top left, it looks like those two monkeys are trying to set a record. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Don't worry, close your mouth. A lot of people like to think she sprays water out of her trunk. Your hands, arms, feet, legs, negative reviews inside the boat.
Sure, I saw that.
I wouldn't want anyone experiencing any kind of peer pressure. You guys have an outstanding crew, which is why when this boat comes to a complete stop, I want you all outstanding on that dock. If you guys enjoyed your cruise today, my name was Skipper John Luca, and if you didn't, well then, too bad. Womp womp. Get out of my boat.
Right this way, guys.
I'm sorry, that was rude. That was rude, please. Hurry up. Jumbo side, please exit out towards the rear of the boat. Outside, please exit out towards the rear.
Well, that's unfortunate that the lag is bad. Maybe when I get home I will delete this live stream and then re-edit the one that's on my phone. Look, here we are at the Aladdin carpet. This used to be the Aladdin Theater before they turned it into the Tropical Hideaway. This was the Aladdin Theater, where you used to be able to see Aladdin and Genie and Jasmine and Prince Naveen do a singing performance while you had dinner. See what the wait time is looking like over here.
Exactly what Rolly Crumb designed in the first place. But he was one of our first designers in animatronics, and he worked throughout. He worked on things throughout the park.
Interesting.
Wonder and adventure our eyes.
Will, do you want to sit here?
The gentle rain paints our landscape.
I thought you were singing in the
And a colorful variety of exotic flowers. There are alluring beauty and intoxicating fragrance.
Tutu?
Brilliantly colored tropical gardens that entertain you.
The other two are
Listen to the variety of natural
So Disneyland's Enchanted Tiki Room actually wasn't open on opening day. It didn't open until 1963.
How long is this show? And our reservations
is one so rare that it was available only to kids. That is, until about a century ago, Jim Joel's idea of making
one of the things that the Enchanted Tiki Room is special for, or is sort of the first well known for, was this was the very first attraction that had animatronic characters. And so the birds that are moving and singing here, and also the tiki poles that have moving faces and mouths and stuff that are singing, and the drummers that are drumming, those are all animatronic. There's a lot of them in here, and this was the very first use of that in a Disney park. Everybody associates the Enchanted Tiki Room with the Dole Pineapple Company, which is its current sponsor, but actually its original sponsor was not Dole, it was United Airlines. for the first 12 years that the Enchanted Tiki Room was in operation, United Airlines was the sponsor, and it wasn't until after 1976 that the Dole Food Company became the sponsor and remains the sponsor today. Another thing to know about this, because of the animatronics that were employed, they had early primitive computers that ran all of these animatronic characters, and they created a considerable amount of heat and used a considerable amount of electricity. So initially, there was a 75-cent charge to enter into this attraction. Of course, that's gone away now, and computers have gotten cheaper, faster, better, and produce less heat. Do they touch up the Aladdin rug? That's a good question. It's been here forever, for probably since about a year or two after the movie Aladdin first premiered. And the Aladdin Theater, it was a dinner theater. You could only go there if you were booking dinner and having dinner. It was sit-down dinner. That lasted for a few years. I don't know how many years. So I don't know if they touch up the rug or not, but I would imagine they would. I don't think they would let it just deteriorate, and get all junky looking, because that's not like Disney style. Disney likes to keep everything looking in tip-top shape. Hopefully it won't be as laggy inside the showroom for the Enchanted Tiki Room. Most of the showrooms have cellular repeaters and access points, although I don't know if they do inside here.
My land's so good to me. I got time for sport.
But every time I've ever filmed inside here, it seemed like
me #1 kite flight.
Video looked fine.
Too bad. I don't have key. Then me, I find electricity.
Kites up there.
If you look right here, you can see the Jolly Holiday Bakery roof ornamentation here and here, because the back side of this ride, or this side over here, on the other side of the building is the Jolly Holiday Bakery.
No, it's there's a sign to the right.
So now it's a guy standing on his head.
They say
this
things,
is the
don't they?
pre-show.
Yeah, this is the pre-show. Everything's due.
Hey, why don't we take a little poll here? Everybody who is experiencing a laggy transmission from me today, just type a hand symbol down in the chat. I want to count up how many hands are showing for laggy signal. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that. Thank you for everybody that helped me get over 2,000 subscribers. And thank you for the celebration of that.
That looks good. Exactly. So what do you do when you get it on your nose?
Thank you, William. I'll be counting up those hands.
Father of all gods and goddesses. Here in this land of enchantment, I appear before you as a mighty tree. Stand back! Oh, mystic powers, hear my call. From my limbs, let new life fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with us to a world of joyous song and wondrous art. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
All right, we're going in. Okay, here we go.
Hi,
Hi.
Where's Jim?
Right turn, right turn. Here, go right on.
Over last week.
Okay, found ourselves a nice spot. Let's go ahead. No worries. Sorry. If you're just joining us, we are about to experience the Enchanted Tiki Room show. I think Mickey Mouse is up to trying to fix all the rides that have broken down today.
Thank you.
Sure.
Later, you're gonna have to block me.
Are you guys newlyweds?
Yes.
Congratulations.
This past weekend.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's so
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm so happy for you guys. Have a good life.
Thank you. So far, so good.
It'll be all good.
Wow. That is so encouraging.
Thank you for letting me know, Disney adult. Yeah, that.
Aloha! I think we can do a little better than that. One more time. Aloha! There we go. We gotta get those tikis woken up. Hi friends, and welcome to the Enchanted Tiki Room presented by Dole. Now, just a couple of reminders before we get this show started. Please go ahead and silence all mobile devices at this time. Please remember that there's no flash photography for videos or pictures. We wouldn't want to stun the birds. As well as please go ahead and remember that there is no smoking in the Tiki Room and the Disneyland Resort. If you have any trash items, just please remember to take those out to our trash cans as soon as the show is over. And please check for all personal belongings right after the show. If you do need to leave the show a little early, that back door, the one that's currently open there, that will be your one and only exit out the Tiki Room, and you'll be free as a bird. Now, friends, it is time for us to enjoy the Enchanted Tiki Room. Alrighty, my friends, I just need a little bit of help. I need to wake up my friend Jose here, so on the count of 3, we're going to say, wake up, Jose. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Jose!
Oh, buenos dias, señorita. My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh, look at all the people. And welcome to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Hey, Michael, mi amigo, pay attention, it's showtime.
So it is. And what darling people I have sitting under me. Pierre, you rascal, you. Let's put on the show.
Mon ami, I am always ready, as you say, to put on the show. Oh, pardon, madame. That whistle was for my good friend, Fritz.
Ach, du Lieber, I almost fell out of my upper perch. Glad to see you all aboard. Sure, or wherever you are. My goodness, you're all staring at us. We better start the show rolling.
Wait. We forgot to wake up the Glee Club.
Olé, it's showtime.
In the tiki room, in the tiki room, all the birds sing bird and the flowers croon. In the tiki room. Welcome to our tropical hideaway. You lucky people, you. If we weren't in the show starting right away, we'd think the audience too. All together in the tiki room, in the tiki room. All the birds sing bird and the flowers croon. In the tiki room.
I I sing so beautiful, I should sing solo.
See, so low we can't hear you.
My voice may not be so marvelous, but my profile is out of this world.
Jawohl, but the trouble is, it's not far enough out of this world. Isn't that right, Herr Schmidt? Oh, I see, Schmidt has no hair.
Mio amigo, stop the clucking. You sound like a bunch of old hens. There's a lot of birds waiting to go on. For instance...
The boys in the back are called macaws.
Because of their claws?
No, because they're macaws. And our fine feathered friend is a jolly toucan. And two can sound better than one toucan can.
The bird of paradise is an elegant bird. It likes to be seen and it loves to be heard. Most little birdies will fly away, but the tiki room birds are here every day. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. All the birds sing words
And the flowers groom.
in the tiki, 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 tiki room. Our magnificent production is yet to come. So strum the guitar and beat the drum. We've been a hit and we know you adore us. So come on and join us in another chorus. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. In the tiki, 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 tiki room.
It was all right. It's a low night.
All the birds sing words and the flowers bloom. In the tiki, 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 tiki room.
Let's give the little birdies a great big hand. And now, senors and senoritas, please place your eyes into the center of the room that is. We present the Enchanted Fountain.
Ach, ja. And a wunderbar Birdmobile, which has birds on it, and it goes round and round. And that's why we call it a Birdmobile.
Look, here come the girls.
Mesdames and messieurs, introducing the lovely ladies of the ensemble. Just like the Folies Bergère with only feathers, there's Colette, hello Belle. Suzette, hello Mimi, Gigi, Fifi, Josephine.
I wonder what happened to Rosita.
Let's all sing like some birds sing. Tweet, 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 tweet. Let's all sing like some birds sing. Sweet, 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 let's all water like light and birds. Breathe in your heart and feel. Take your time, don't impress how you are, never feel right.
Let's all sing like the birds sing. Let's all sing like the birds sing. Tweet, 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 my, that bird sings sweetly.
Let's all wobble like nightingales. And we c'est magnifique. Take your time from the birds. Now you all know the words. Sing along with us.
Now we want two people down there. Sing along with us birds up here. All together now. Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
All sing like the birdies sing.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
All sing like the birdies sing.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Let's all warble like nightingale.
All warble like nightingale.
You can throw a tree.
Throw a tree.
Take a time from the birds. No one laid an egg but me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have something really big for you.
Yeah, the bird stands still and the tiki room flies away.
Mon ami, quit talking while I'm interrupting. Ladies and gentlemen, now we present direct from the islands a musical luau.
Somebody has stolen my tongue.
I think someone has left the shower running.
Be careful, me fine friends. The gods have been angered by all the celebrating. But, me buckos, every cloud has a silver line.
Monsieur and Madame, it's time to say adieu. But we hope you will always remember the amazing things which happen here in Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
The birdies and their fling. You've heard the flowers sing. Tiki's playing drums.
And now, as long as you're all standing,
We have a wonderful magic trick for you.
Ja, a wunderbar trick. Everybody, face the door. And the trick is, we're gonna make you all disappear.
We can ride Space Mountain 3 times. Like,
Hey, we're just walking out. I'll put it there behind her
it'll be a half hour. That'll put us about an hour and 10 minutes away on.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I never ever get tired of the Enchanted Tiki Room. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah. The Tiki Room comes before the...
That's weird. You can't rewind the stream, huh?
No.
Strange. Well, when the stream is over, you should be able to rewind it once it's fully uploaded. The live streams, they upload during the live stream itself. It's like uploading, but it doesn't finish its uploading until the stream is over. I think it's time to go look for some more of that Christmas merch. So I don't want to make that same mistake I made a few weeks ago when I saw a shirt I really liked and then didn't buy it on the spot and ended up waiting because I wanted a size large and I couldn't decide if I wanted that or not. And then when I decided I wanted it, I went back and they were out of size larges. And those shirts, like much of the merch here, especially the clothing, is usually made and put up on the racks and in the shops one time, and when they sell out, that's usually the end of it. Some of the seasonal merchandise, when they make too much of it, it doesn't get all purchased, that will go on to the Shop Disney site online. But some things that are not specifically seasonal but are just with traditional Disney characters will sell out, like this shirt that I like that had all the original Disney characters on it. It's starting to get cool again, in a good way though. Okay, here's the shop that had the shirt that sold out of my size. So I keep popping in here to see if they have anything similar. They already have this one. But that's all Mickey's, which is cool. These flannels are actually really cool, and they're heavy duty. This is actually $80. It's not terrible, but it's expensive nonetheless. And the Donald. And the Goofy. And it says Goofy on the back. That's pretty cool. This is a Mickey shirt. A lot of sweatshirts. Not too many Hawaiian shirts anymore. Or button-down men's collared shirts. It's starting to all go winter. I think we'll probably see more holiday merchandise over in the Emporium. I do like this classic old school jacket. It's like Mickey Mouse Club is becoming a thing. It has googly eyes. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. If you have a little tyke at home, that is super cute. Okay. Honorary member of the Mickey Mouse Club, that's neat. All right, let's walk over into this. Oh, looks like Disneyland band is down there at the flagpole. I think I just missed them. Oh, they're doing I think they're doing the flag ceremony. Taking the flag down, retiring it for the evening.
No, everybody's like asked me about it. Why did you go? I thought they were in here. So I was like,
This particular shop, the Fortuosity shop, which used to be like the watch shop, it has really expensive clothing and stuff in it. They still have watches. But yeah, this is some of the spendier merchandise here in this shop. Fabulous. That's really cute. If you want to celebrate the season in a cute way, that's a pretty good one.
how do you work this?
All right, they should have a lot of Christmas merch in this shop. This is where I first noticed the Christmas merch. Oh, look, they've got this cute, fuzzy Mickey winter hat with the ears. That's neat. Keep your head warm on cold fall and winter evenings. Here we go. This whole section right here is all Christmas merch. Right here. That's cool.
Mom.
I like it. The socks are neat. Very thick, poofy socks. Those will be nice and warm and comfy. I should get those for my daughters. How much are these socks? It's a mystery. It doesn't say. Definitely going holiday time. This is a really nice sweatshirt here. More flannels. Oh yeah, these are nice flannels. Look at this one. This one has the screen printing on the back and embroidery on the front. And another one similar to the other one we saw. Flannel. I was wearing a flannel last night when I was recording tonight's story time episode. Oh, this is really nice. I love that puffy kind of embroidery. It's like an applique, I guess they call it. Oh yeah, this is really cool. It's very dimensional, very thick. It has that Letterman's jacket style to it.
It's not a mystery, it's just something you don't ask.
It's not bad, $90 for this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good deal if you like that. Ooh, they've got Chip and Dale, my favorites. Oh my gosh. Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale. I don't love the colorway on that jacket, but I do love Chip and Dale. Oh my gosh. They have got number 6 here. What's his name? 6 something. San Francisco. Oh wow, this is cool. Yeah, I think YouTube's going a little wacky. Maybe there's like some computer assault on like computers worldwide because so many Disney rides were down today, like all at the same time. We had Pirates of the Caribbean down, Rise of the Resistance down, Small World was down, and Matterhorn were down all at the same time. And those were just the ones that I found. They were all down at the same time. So it could be there's just some kind of big computer assault, like, you know, whatever they call those. There's the band. Flag ceremony. They've taken the flag down now. I'm gonna go over here into this shop. This shop seems to have been collecting all of the Halloween merch from the other shops. This is like a Halloween shop unto itself. This is really cool. And then this button-down shirt is really cool with the villains on it. Nothing on the back though. And then these are pretty cool. They do have Christmas stuff starting to creep in here into the Halloween shop. So I noticed the last couple times I was here over in the Emporium, they had a huge section of Halloween Disney merch that was 25% off. And now I see this shop, which was all Halloween, is starting to get more and more Christmas merch. These things are super cute. Crocs. Those are nice. Classic t-shirts. July 17th, 1955. This is commemorating when Disney opened. That's pretty neat. Disney's 70th birthday. The classic old Disneyland sign we used to see when we were driving into the parking lot, which is now no longer a parking lot because it's California Adventure. That looks like a ticket. That's cool. Like an old ticket book. This one's pretty neat. Ooh, these backpacks are cool. 70th anniversary backpacks. I like it because it's bigger than those backpacks that you get from, what's the name of that company that makes all the backpacks? Loungewear, Loungefly. This is bigger than a Loungefly backpack and probably a lot less expensive. Those Loungefly backpacks are expensive. Can't find the price on this. Let's see. Oh, $30. That's a good deal for a Disney branded backpack that's of bigger size and has a little pouch here on the side. That's awesome. Oh, who's this? Aw, Minnie and Daisy. Oh, this is a cute hat if you like these bucket style hats. Getting to see the Disneyland band marching out of Main Street and down into the backstage. Oh wow, there's just a crush of people coming in right now, trying to get across the street here. It's amazing how we humans are able to navigate giant crowds and like not run each other over or not step on each other. It's all that hand-eye coordination. All right, my friends, we're gonna end our live stream where we began, in front of the Mickey Jack-o'-lantern. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Sorry about the lagginess. I think maybe that had something to do with whatever's going on here at the park. But thanks for joining me. And tonight, if you're around and you want to watch and listen to me read a book, we're starting tonight the classic book by what's his name? Alexander Dumas. The book, The Three Musketeers. There's actually, I think, somewhere between 3 and 5 of those books all together. We're going to be reading the first book, and tonight we start with chapter 1 of The Three Musketeers. Chapter 1 is only about 45 minutes long, so if you'd like to see that and hear that while you're eating dinner or cooking dinner or something, tune into my other channel, Story Time with Indiana Holmes. That's Story Time with Indiana Holmes at 6 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. Love to you all. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Should be coming momentarily. The lights can be over here. Okay, that's my side, yeah.